Hello, hello. It's gonna work now. Not sure if it's gonna work. Excellent. Hello, hello, kids. I am not 100% sure if we're live. Are we live? I'm not a noob at this, but I'm just rubbish at it. If anybody can see, it would appear no one can. I'm just going to look elsewhere just to see if it is actually going out live. I'm going to look on my own YouTube site channel to see if it is live. But if anybody does join the stream and happens to see this nonsense, do please comment and say, yes, Bob, you are live and you look, in fact, lovely. Let me see. My videos. Looking at my videos. And I'm going to go over to live and see if, in fact, well, according to this, I am, in fact, live. I'm going to press the button, see if it starts feeding back and all sorts. Let me see. Yes. Yes. I would appear to be live. Right, I'm going to bin that and crack on. That's what I'm going to do. And hopefully everything will continue. So yes, current viewers 1, that's probably me. But if we have got somebody out there, please say hello and let me know if you can hear everything and if it looks okay. I've prepared a little session. I'm still in what I'm calling practice mode at the moment. And part of the reason for that is the fact that I'm not very good at this. There's colossal technology going on, which I can't even possibly describe. So I am apparently good at that, courtesy of help from AI. But the actual bit where I finally go live, oh, it's just terrifying and I keep getting it wrong. So anyway, I think I am live. I think I've got one viewer and I'm going to bat on. If viewer, you would like to show yourself and say hello, that would be lovely. Failing that, don't worry about it. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I've got this song up, which I'll just show you here what it looks like on Pro Tools. And you'll see I've got a keyboard all fired up, ready to go. And the viewer's gone, of course, just as I show my best wares. But yeah, I've got some stuff teed up, ready to go. And I am on with this session at the moment, this old track called You're Never Going Home. And what I'm trying to do is recover it and make it sound half decent, like the other track I'm working on, which I'm kind of pleased with how that's sounding. That's Supernatural. So this I'm calling Song 2, You're Never Going Home. And I've started off with the old demo. And it's got all sorts of crap sounds going on there. It's in the wrong key and all sorts. And I'm just gradually replacing stuff and making it how I see as better. So I'm just going to play you what's going on here, and there's not very much. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with... Yes, so what you'll hear there is a smorgasbord of nonsense. The white channel there that I've just selected, that is the new organ part. You'll see if I just draw into there, that's the new organ part, which I'm playing on the keyboard and over MIDI. And I'm very slow with I can sort of play keyboards, but I just don't play enough. So I've just got to step back, try and work out what the best possible chords are that I can play. And I suppose this is, roughly speaking, a Hammond, cheesy Hammond kind of sound. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to block in 3 or 4 of the chords, so we've got a small passage. And then I'm going to loop it, and I'm going to change the organ sound by magic until we find a pucker one, and then I'm going to move on from there. So at this moment in time, I've created a new channel here, which I've just highlighted in white. That is organ record, and this is the organ edit channel for the stuff that I've already recorded that I'm putting together. Now I've cheated, as you'll tell, and I've recorded the first two chords. Let me just see if I can just mix the level there a little bit. Original edit needs to be something like this level wise. Here we go. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun. So yeah, so just I am cheating. I know I'm cheating, but yeah, what have we played here? So F sharp. And then and then so yeah, so that's about it. So what we're going to do, let's just have a listen back, and I'm going to continue that part, edit it up until we've got a few bars, and then hopefully we'll be in business. Get rid of the pre-roll there. Put your feet in the right direction. Excellent. Yeah. So yeah, just out of interest, I'm just showing you the laborious way that I work, really, more than anything. And I've gone back to my old chord sheet that I made, which we'll be talking more and more over time about these chord sheets, because I use a special program and a special site relating to a fantastic bloke called Jim, who's made Jim's Ukulele Songbook. And this is what that is. So I've taken the liberty of writing up my own song within the files there, and they may even eventually float out in the songbook for anyone that wants to play them. But yeah, so what have we got here? So yeah, if I just play this a little bit, I've got my trusty ukulele, by the way, here. So yeah, it's D6. So I have to transpose it on the organ, typical Bob. So we've got D, C sharp. So I'm going to play those chords in, actually, while I've got it in mind. So I'm going to prep that channel there and get ready. I'm going to give myself 2 bars of pre-roll and get ready to record that. So I think we're good to go. Right. I've got to put it in record. Oh God, I'm so bad at this. I need a tape op or an engineer, don't I? Put your feet in the right Here we go. 3 and face the sun with your soul. Okay, very laborious, like I said. I'm going to drop in the next chord here on this track, and then I'm going to try and put them together. Let's get them the same level. -3. Let's put them both at -4.6. I don't know if you can see that on the faders. Ba, ba, ba. So it's going to be A flat, which is going to be, I'm going to drop it an octave, believe it or not. I'm trying to do organy things because with me not being an organ player, obviously, well, not necessarily, obviously, I'm trying to make it, because I think I understand, as we all do subliminally, how instruments work in a mix. So I'm just trying to make it a little bit like an organist would play it, and eventually I'm hoping that an organist will play it, i.e. somebody not other than me. So I've got these suspended chords anyway in the song. So that's an A flat, and that's going to be some form of suspension. So let's see if I can do that, there, and we might be in a good position at that stage. Let's see how we get going there, because we've got a big repeat to put in after that. Let me see. Oh, I'll forget. So that's on C4. Right, here we go. Right direction and 2, 3. Start the day. Totally balls it up. I was in the pocket, I was in the zone, but yeah, I then played it wrong. Ignore that. Ba ba ba. Let's go again. Right direction. 1, 2, 3. Start the day with go. I don't know why that didn't play. I'm not accepting the blame for that. So I'm left-handed, so everything just goes terribly wrong when you're left-handed. It's my excuse anyway. Let's go again. Right direction. 1, 2. Start. You know what it could be? I might not be going into record early enough, because I'm playing it on the upbeat, aren't I? Bum 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 bum. Let's just have a listen. Right direction and face the sun with the soul. Yeah, I play it on the offbeat. I love the offbeat. Who doesn't? Yeah, so I think that's what the problem was. I don't think I started the recording early enough. So I've moved, see the little white line cursor? I've moved that further back along the bus. And hopefully it'll pick up the first notes, which it wasn't doing before. 2, 3, and face the sun with the soul. Start. Yeah, that was right, except I ballsed it up. In the right direction and face the sun with the soul. Start the day. Yeah, not stunningly well played, but let's just see if they all fit together. Hold your feet in the right direction and face the sun with the soul. Start the day with. Right, okay. Well, it's a bit of a mess, isn't it? But what I'm going to do, because it's only guide stuff, my take on stuff like this is, as long as it's not musically wrong, and the sounds are good, then it's kind of all right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quantize these two parts. If anybody wants me to explain what quantize does, I shall look in the manual and get back to you. Ha ha. No, it's a way of aligning the notes, aligning the notes. If they initially appear and you've played them slightly out of time, it will pull them back in to a precise framework, which can make things a little bit too stilted and unreal. But yeah, you can be very clever with quantize, and you can make it less unreal if you know what you're doing. So yeah, so what I'm going to do there, bang, bang, bang. Let me see. I'm going to take these notes, make these clips as well, like that. And I'm going to quantize these. Let me see. Event operations, quantize. And we've aligned them now. And I can see a bum note there. Can you see that tiny, goony little note? That's a bum note. So I'm going to listen to it for a laugh. I always do that. It'll be horrendous. You see it? Oh, it's gone. I didn't even get rid of it. Let me just see. Undo erase note. All right, I did erase it. Let me see. So I'm going to backspace to get rid of it. There we go. Right. I'm just wondering how to merge these two parts now without cocking it up. Bang, 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 bang. I suppose the only sort of even half clever thing to do, because can you see that the start of those notes there, where my cursor is, they're getting in the way of that. So what will happen if I drag that into there, it will erase those notes. So I'm going to have to be crafty and do some redoing. So I think I'm all right up to there. And I'm going to temporarily move the starts of all these notes. I used to do a lot of this MIDI stuff, and I grew to hate it. And I still hate it now, if I'm honest. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's a means to an end for me, though. I'm trying to get all these musical parts in these complex songs. So the only way, really, for me to do it, without paying for a studio and a load of musicians, neither of which I can afford, this is the only way. So, right, I'm going to take these notes and I'm going to stretch them back. Ba, ba, ba. And I think, yeah, because they're all on slightly different notes to the previous notes, which suggests to me that in the context of how I'm playing this now, they'll be too long. Oh, I'm dicing with death here, because if I've got this wrong and I have to replay it, it will be a pain. But let's see. I've got a feeling that will be okay. Right, let's just... I'm going to have to play with the volumes, I would have thought. Yeah, I'm going to have to play with the volumes, but let us just... I'm going to solo this part and my voiceover mic, and let's just have a listen to those three parts together. Right, that's okay actually. What I'm going to do about that is I'm not going to change any of the notes. I'm just going to change some of the positions, and the third chord, which I played an octave higher, really, they're all too loud, but that's fine. I can modify that. Here we go. Ba, 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 ba. So let's have another listen. Yeah, so I'm gonna lengthen out these jobbies, make these a little bit longer. See if that does us any favors. I mean, you could easily argue that I should have just practiced more keyboards as a child, but yeah, I was doing other things. Let's just stretch it. Yeah, so for me, this section here, which is what I'm calling the third chord, that's a little bit too loud. The notes in that are too loud. I think I got carried away. So I've gone on to the volume of the notes page. Ba, ba, ba. Let's just hear that. That last one there. Yeah, so all the higher notes are a bit too abrasive, aren't they? Let's just hear the whole lot again. That's not too bad. What we're going to do now is we're going to have a listen to this in more of a context. So I'm going to bring it in like that, change the mode, because we are beautifully going to copy that in a minute and double it up. But interestingly, from a songwriting point of view, not from a recording point of view, from a recording point of view, it's a pain in the neck, but one of the chords is different second time round. Right, let's just have a go at this then with the track. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with the soul. Interestingly, this sounds like to be a bum note there. Sometimes when you don't really clock a bum note until everybody's in and everybody's playing. And when I say everybody, I mean me, because obviously I've played all the bits so far. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with the soul. Yeah, there is some dissonance going on there, as we call it. That means nastiness. I wonder if it's interfering with the bass part. Let's, because the only musical elements at the moment, other than my voice, are the new organ, a grubby old ukulele part, which I'll redo, which should be right, and the bass part, which should be right. And what I would tend to do, because this, creatively speaking, this has come at the back end of everything. So I would deem to be this to be the thing that needs to be changed. I know that was a long sentence, wasn't it? Unnecessary wordology there. But yeah, this has to be, because this is the new kid on the block, this has to work with what came before, with the possible exception of the bass, because I don't massively like the bass line. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the other instruments around it, which I think I'm going to have to, let me see. There's the bass. Let's just have a play from here. Put your feet right up. Yeah, so it's that. I'm only going to do this roughly, but I'm going to bring them next to the new organ part while I just focus on it all musically. Just bear with me a second, you revolting people. Not really. So here we go. So if I just highlight all three of them, we have the Sorry, folks, just getting a feel for this. I have to make sure that if I'm soloing stuff, I have to solo my vocal as well. So we've got the vocal and the organ part soloed, and I'm going to have a listen to the organ part, and the one I'm selecting there on the left is the ukulele. So let's just have a listen to them together. That's cool, yeah. You probably will have noticed that the organ part was way, way, way too loud. So let's just crank that down, bit more up in the uke. So let's just have another listen to that. Yeah, that's good, yeah. All sounding real because they're not tracking one another exactly. I think then it's probably going to be the bass guitar part that conflicts with the organ. So let's hear the bass and the organ together. Oh, that's strange. That's okay as well. I wonder if it's something little in the vocal, unless I misheard it. So anyway, let's listen now. You can see where I've been on the right-hand side there, where I've done a little bit of soloing. You will see that I can hear, we're about to hear all three, which is the organ, the ukulele and the bass. Okay, well, that's okay. So I'm hoping it's not the vocal. That's going to really put the cat among the pigeons. Guide vocal original. Incidentally, as some of you, anybody that does recording out of you guys will know, when I solo parts like the uke and the vocal, they come in without effects, unless I'm really, really clever. And in this case, I'm not. So let's have a listen to the organ, the ukulele, the bass, and the vocal. They're all the musical parts, if you like, i.e. everything apart from the drums. Anyway, let's listen to, if something's clashing now, I'll be mortified. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with your soul. No, I don't think so. Might just be a strange little anomaly. Sometimes when you're recording, especially when some of the parts aren't perfect, you get funny little anomalies. And I'm sure, hopefully it's the organ, and when the real pianist or keyboard player plays it, it'll sound really pucker. So anyway, let's have a listen. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with your soul. Yeah, it might be the vocal. The thing about the vocal, I know nobody's watching, but some of you guys might pick this up on replay, catch up if you want to call it anything as grand as that. But yeah, the vocal's not very good. It was a half okay vocal, but I recorded it in a different key, believe it or not. Famously like the Beatles, and then had to pitch change it afterwards. But even though they did it years and years and years ago, in the early 1960s, they still did it better than me. So I've pitch shifted it digitally and it sounds rank. So yeah, I shall be re-singing that quite soon. So let's have another go then. And I'm gonna once I've ruled out what it is, which I think it is the vocal. Yeah, the next thing I'll do will be replace the vocal with a half decent sung vocal in the correct key, so it should sound a lot better. Anyway, here's the track for that section with everything out of solo. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with your soul. Start the day with good. Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna sort of say I'm buying that for now. So what I'll do, if you remember, I said mercifully I get to copy this. So we've got 4 bars of the organ part. I'm going to do straight copy, which is Alt R, and then buying 1 copy. You'll see it will grow this part by another 4 bars. There you go. And if I'm not mistaken, the 4th, which is the 8th bar, will be wrong. Ba, 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 ba. Let me see. Just out of it, again, just showing you the crazy way that I work, but I do stand by it because it's the only way I can work. Oops. Oh God. Oh, too much going on. Okay, so if you look at my chord sheet there, if you look at verse 1, unfortunately, I'm working on a way. You see where my little cursor is there, VS1. Starting with F sharp minor. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with your soul. So the copy line, which is normally identical, start today with a good intention and you may end it whole. And so sun with is D minor 6 and you may end it is G7. So that will be a whole world of wrong. So if I can repair that, we'll have the first 8 bars, which I'll be quite pleased with at that point. Just bear with me a second. Let's just see if I'm right about this being wrong. If that makes sense. Here we go. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with your soul. Start the day with good. Here we go. Intention. Right, okay. What we have there, yeah, I should have known this. There'll be a massive connection between D minor and G. What did I say? G7. Yeah. If loads of people were watching and listening now, we could talk about. I imagine. So yeah, we'll say on the top line there. Sorry. Line 2, face the sun with your soul, so D minor 6, and then you may end it whole. So D minor 6 gives way to G7. I hope you can see that there, 3rd and 4th line, where the little cursor is. Yeah, D and G will be related as per the circle of fifths. I would have thought. So I could actually leave. I could say, oh, I've done this on purpose, yeah, and say that I'm going to leave that in place. So let's just see if it is really interesting. So let me see now. God, you're getting your money's worth here. You should be sending me no, I'm joking. Right, so let us solo my voice, the new organ part, and the ukulele part. So when I get to that section there that's coming up, the uke is going to be playing D minor 6 and the let me see, and the organ's going to be playing G7. So let's just focus in on those two. 2 and yeah, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, so it's the bang, bang, bang. So it's literally when it gets to the start of there. I'm cheating now so that it'll help you visualize. Let me see. Let's back up 2 bars. Here we go. 4 and 1. Yeah. So let's just cycle around these 2 bars just for the hell of it. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just analyse that slightly, just purely for shits and giggles, really. So let's put the, let's get back the spare organ part. Let me see, where's the spare organ part? Organ record, yeah. So spare organ part I'm going to put there and put that into record ready, just in case we do change anything. So yeah, so now we have, if you'll see in the left hand side, white, white and white, we've got 3 tracks here. The bottom one is the uke, the middle one is the recorded organ part, and then the top one is a recording track ready to play in case I change it. Okay, so let's just go back to what I played then. Ba, ba, ba. So ba, ba, D, D, D. So I played D flat, didn't I? C sharp. So there's my D sharp. Sorry, my C sharp. And then the other one's going to have to be A sharp, which is a... G flat, ba. I'll just bring these in so you can hear what's going on. This is just me prevaricating, really. What I should do for now, really, is walk away and just say, well, it's working, it'll be fine. But I'm not really like that, unfortunately. So there's my D minor 6, which is actually C sharp minor 6. And then the other chord is... So that is going to be... On the ukulele, that's the only difference. But I can definitely feel a difference. What I'm going to do, just for my own listening and sanity, I'm going to listen to what the bass is doing, because I'm sure there is a relevance to changing that chord. So let's just hear what the bass is doing. I'm going to play the bass and the ukulele and not the organ part. Back from the top. Yeah, bum ba ba bum, bum ba ba. So the first time round it goes bum bum ba bum ba ba, which I bet is of the D, and the other one will be of the G. So it's really the bass guitar that is underpinning that little bit of complexity Ba bum bum ba. I need to just make the organ work. Bum 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 ba bum 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 bum. So that's coming back up to the A flat. Bum, ba, ba, ba. Yeah, I think really, it sounds like I'm bullshitting, and I probably am really at this stage. I think I am okay to leave that, because I think that the overall vibe of it is that we will get a differential there second time round with that chord. So I'm going to play the whole thing anyway and just see, just have a look about giving it a little quick mix and seeing how that sounds. Organ. So we've got organ, bass, and just so that you can see them together, those three together. So I'll highlight the vocal as well. So original vocal, bass, ukulele and organ. And I'm just going to play the whole track while we're thinking about these. Oh God, it's not going to work. Something's still... Here we go. Here we go. These four. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with the soul. Start the day with good intention, and you may end it all. 'Cause you... Yeah, I'm happy with that for now. Yeah, I think what we'll do, just to keep this session fairly short, because it's dragged on a little bit longer than I expected, I'm just going to do a little bit of a mix there and see how we get on. So let's just start off by listening, because with any mix, as you'll probably gather, it's important to keep everything in check, so you don't just constantly turn things up to hear them. You've got to back things off just as much as you turn them up. So let's just have a quick listen. So let's say that the drums are roughly balanced. So I'm going to start off with the bass. In fact, just to make this a little bit more fun, let's just loop the whole thing, and I'll do it on the fly. I'm sure I'm a big boy and I can do it on the fly, meaning it's going to loop and I'm just going to chat through it and mix as we go. So hopefully you'll still hear my vocal, my actual speech. Okay, I'm going to bring in the uke next. Okay, and finally, I guess, oh sorry, no, let's bring the vocal in. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with... Got to say, that sounds awful, that vocal. Please say that I'm a better singer than that. But yeah, okay, so so the last thing that I'll bring in, I'll just sneak it all the way back, and I will bring in the new organ part. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with your soul. Start the day with good intention, and you may end it all. So interesting there. I'm not hearing any effects on anything, so I wonder if I've got them all muted. This is me desperately hoping that it actually does sound better than that. Maybe it just doesn't. Maybe it isn't any better than that. But it will be, he says. I'm just seeing where... So if I isolate the vocal track now, or look at the vocal track, that is sending to something, if you can see there, where I've highlighted it, something on bus 1 and 2, and that'll be the vocal reverb. So let's see if I can dig that out. Bus 1 and 2. Yeah, it is there. Maybe it's just not very loud. Let's just take it back down the bus next to the vocal and see what's going on with that. Guide vocal original. This should be the... Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with your soul. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with your soul. Start the day with... As per usual, my main camera's died. I'm not doing very well at all here, am I? So we're on the MacBook camera, which is perfectly fine. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. I don't think it'd be right in a live session to try and remix and recover this at this stage. It's perfectly fine for where I wanted to be up to today. So let's just have another quick listen, and then I shall say goodbye. Put your feet in the right direction and face the sun with your soul. Start the day with a good intention, and you may end it poor. Put your feet in the right... Excellent. I thought it was going to go on there to the next bit of the song where I've done nothing. Mercifully, it didn't. Anyway, let's go back to my friendlier pages. That's friendlier, isn't it? And this is even friendlier. You should hear the strains of Waikiki surf crashing on the beach, depending on where we're up to in this loop. Yeah, I'm not really in Hawaii. Wish I was. But one day, you never know. So yeah, so there's a little bit done. I shall do a save there, and I'll pick up on that hopefully tomorrow. All right, guys, thanks very much, and hope a few of you catch this on catch up. Love you loads, and I will see you soon. Cheers, bye.